Hello Gemini, and thank you so much for joining my channel Green Lion Goddess. This is your weekly reading, a general reading, and we will be looking at the full moon energy this week that will be happening. And I will be using the mythic tarot cards, stories from the Greek myths. So let's get straight into it. What can we get for Gemini this week? What can we get for you guys? Great. Okay, I feel like really taking some time out. The Four of Swords and both the Hanged Man are not action cards. They're all about suspension of time. Things are happening. It's withdrawing yourself from a situation. Now, there's two different energies here. The Hanged Man is a major arcana. So I'm going to start with the Four of Swords, though, because that feels like it came out first. It wanted to talk first. The Four of Swords is about taking time out to assess a situation, to really contemplate and work out what your next step is going to be, to really, because the swords are the element of air, your mind. You see, this is a restless here. He's at a crossroads. The swords are at a crossroads. So many different directions he can go in, but which one to choose? And so it's this sort of necessary, with the Hanged Man coming in, it's this necessary period of suspension. Necessary, because the Hanged Man has this energy of the Four of Swords is more like you've voluntarily withdrawn and given yourself some time out to think about a situation. The Hanged Man is there's been a necessary kind of withdrawal. It's almost like it's not your choice. It's almost like being imposed upon you as well. There's this sense of a necessary passage of time. For the bird is circling. The bird is circling in the Hanged Man. I feel like it's not actually like circling, but I'm just getting this sense of it circling as it just needs to it's all about divine timing. So the Hanged Man is about suspending your motivations to make change happen. Okay, it's about being able to sit in that middle space where nothing's quite happening at this moment, but it's almost like a necessary suspension of action and time. So you naturally, with the Four of Swords, feel like you need this time, but with the Hanged Man, it's almost like the energies from above are forcing this upon you as well. I'm just getting a necessary suspension. So the divine timing isn't right to be moving forward into anything too dramatic straight away. I feel like there's things aligning. The timing's not right. The time is for you to kind of just be in that middle space between change, something new happening, and the ending and the beginning. So you're kind of in that, I'm just getting this middle space. And with the Ace of Swords coming in, we've got, again, the swords, the element of air. This is Athena, the goddess of truth. It's clarity. You'll find the clarity. So it's a necessary withdrawal to find clarity. With Athena coming in, she's got her double-edged sword of truth. She comes in, and I just get clarity. You'll find clarity within a situation and the truth, but just more clarity. And it's going to be something that's kind of new. I feel like it's going to hit you. Like, it's almost like you're going to finally see what the truth of the situation is. Finally see the situation clearly. And with the Hanged Man, I also get that it might actually be not... So that element of that energy of that is that it may be imposed, that someone's making you wait as well, that you're kind of been forced into having to wait for someone else as well. I'm just getting it's not necessarily your choice to be waiting and to not be moving ahead and moving forward. You're kind of being put into this state of suspension, and so, but I feel like you're doing it willingly. So I'm just getting a lot more information coming through about this now because of the Two of Cups coming in. I'm getting that you're doing it willingly as sort of a self-sacrifice, because you're waiting for someone else. You're waiting for someone else to kind of it might be you're waiting for a partner to kind of realize how they're feeling. It might be they don't like things moving too fast. They've got things to resolve within themselves, or it's just you're just waiting for someone else to be ready, however that applies to it. And you're seeing it really clearly that this is necessary. You see that this person or this situation needs that time and space, because coming in is the Two of Cups. So this is the love card, or the falling in love card. So this could be a new relationship for those that are single. And it's very much, I feel like you created the space. It might be someone's been hurt in the past, or they're not quite ready. I'm just getting the other person isn't quite ready, or the other person isn't quite ready, but then they do become ready. So, and then they offer their love, like it's a coming together. It's bringing love with them, but they weren't quite ready to open up, because I'm getting that they've been hurt in the past. So they needed a little bit time to feel safe in order to be able to open up. And then we've got the Two of Cups coming in. So it's like, okay, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to open up to you. So, and it might just be for yourself as well, that you needed to have some time out, some time away from people, just to gain the clarity, to see how you're feeling, and before you're ready to open up to love. So that's another potential. I'm getting that as another reading to that situation as well. Because with the Eight of Swords coming in, we've got Apollo, again, the swords. So I feel like it's all about, the swords are very, what I'm getting, the swords are about your thoughts, the element of air. So with this card, I'm getting you've been stuck in a way of thinking about a situation, or someone has been stuck. I feel like it could be you, but it's a sense of someone's almost, the swords are stuck into the ground. And so it's a sense of someone being quite rigid and not being flexible or open to new ways of thinking. And that's why I think it's so great that we've got the Ace of Swords coming in, because that is new clarity, new way of thinking about it. And with this Eight of Swords and Apollo, the god of healing and light, coming in, he's bringing clarity as to how to kind of unstuck yourself, how to release yourself from those thoughts that are holding you back in this situation. It's something that might have held you back from relationships and opening up fully to a relationship in the past. So I'm just getting a sense of someone's been hurt, and it could actually be you, and you've been stuck in the way. It's almost like you've had one perspective of it, and that stayed with you for a long time. And now it's an opening up to a new perspective, that there could actually be another way of looking at this. There could be another way of perceiving the situation. And it's all about opening your heart up, opening a space for love, for those connections to come in. And so when Apollo comes in, you get very clear direction and advice. So I feel like, yeah, definitely there might be a shift, a very strong shift in perspective about this. And that's why I think it's really positive that you've been able to take some time out, or you've kind of been forced to take time out of a situation, so that you can really go. I feel like it's this process. You need to go through the process. You can't just go from A to Z. You've got to go A, B, C, D. You've got to go along the steps. You've got to go along the right steps along the way, if that's making any sense. But the Knight of Swords. So this is your energy, Gemini. This is the twin energy. And with this coming in, I feel like you're really stepping into your own energy. Whenever the sign's own card comes in, it's very much stepping into your own energy, stepping into your own motivations. And this card is about, interesting, we've got the twins as well coming in, because the Two of Cups is about partnership, and the Knight of Swords have got the two close partnership as well. And so I feel like this is about either someone that you're very close with in your life, or a relationship with somebody. And so it might be that you've shut down from them for a little while. That's kind of what I'm getting. Or shut down from just the world of dating or relationships, or shut off a little bit from someone. And it's just you're starting to kind of understand it from a new perspective. And so this Knight of Swords is, I feel like it's a coming together with that person, and it can move quite quickly because the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving energy. And so we've gone from suspension and nothing happening to suddenly everything happening. It's going to happen very, very fast. So it's gone from 0 to like 100 in a second, like bang. So this, if it's a new relationship, it's just going to go bang, and it's going to be there. It's some sort of resolution or coming together with someone that you've been close with, and there's been some sort of distance emotionally, you're going to find that there's going to be it's going to happen really fast. Whatever this energy is, it's very fast moving. Sometimes it can be very up and down, very disruptive energy. So you kind of just got to go with the changes. You got to go with it a little bit. But yeah, with the Knight of Swords, I'm feeling almost like it's going too fast, is the feeling I'm getting. It's almost like it's a bit confusing, like it's gone from nothing to everything, and then suddenly you're being pulled here, left, right, centre, and you're kind of holding on for dear life with that Knight of Swords. You're holding on. You're kind of holding on, trying not to fall off the horse. So that's interesting. I need some clarifiers over that. I feel like this is a relationship with someone that you're not sure where you're at, where you stand with them. You're not sure where you stand because they could be a little bit hot and cold, is what I'm getting now, with the nothing happening and suddenly everything happening. They could be quite hot and cold. So it doesn't have to necessarily be romantic, but it's someone that this relationship is not very it's grounded, but it's, yeah, it just, I'm trying to explain what I'm getting, but yeah, hot and cold is probably the best explanation for it. And I feel like almost like the other person, it's at the other person's whim, that you're not really controlling the pace, that they are. So I feel like it's almost like someone with bipolar, or someone that just kind of does what they want all the time, and you've just kind of got to follow. It's not your lead, is the feeling I'm getting. So what can we get for Gemini? What can we get? So yeah, I just get you're being strung along a little bit. Being strung along is the feeling I'm getting. So it's quite odd and specific, but it's a question of, is there actual genuine friendship or love there? What is this? I'm feeling a bit confused. I've got that confused energy I'm tuning into. So is someone in your life that you're not sure of, that you're not sure of their intentions, you're not sure if they're good for you, but they're kind of, it's a fun ride to go on, and they're attractive, and when they want you there, you're happy to go there. But then when they're not there, it's like, oh, what's happening with this? So what can we get for Gemini? What can we get for Gemini about this? 2 cards. Okay. 2 cards. So these are soul cards, and we have the 7 of Wands and the King of Swords. So I'm getting, again, you just really need to weigh up. I feel like the 7 of Wands is all about conflict. It's about, having to defend yourself and kind of fighting. So it might be someone you fight with, or there's passion there because there's the fire. I feel like there's, a real connection where you kind of ignite each other almost. And the King of Swords is really this energy of interesting. It's like a Libra energy with the scales, and we've got the Libra full moon coming through. It's an energy of, it's asking the question of, is this person good for you? Weighing it up very rationally. Is this person good? It could be a passionate affair. It's kind of just going all over the shop. Or it could just be anyone in your life. So I think as a bigger meaning, what I'm getting is questioning the people that are good for you in your life and the people that aren't, and feeling like who actually genuine cares for you, or who's just kind of stringing you along for their own fun or pleasure or interest. And so it's kind of asking that question as a general question. It could relate to someone You could have someone very specific in your head as to who you're thinking of. It could be partner, lover, just friend. But yeah, I'm getting this person's not particularly reliable. There's this real up down to their energy, hot cold. So yeah, I think there's going to be a big question asked of you guys of looking at the people that you think are good for you in your life, and yeah, kind of assessing that. So I hope that makes sense, Gemini. If you would like to hear more, I will be uploading these at the same time each week. So please subscribe, like, or leave a comment, and take care. It's a tricky one this week. But I feel like it's really positive because it's kind of almost like clearing out of people that are not good for you in your life. So I feel like it's positive, but it just might be a little bit of up and down during the process. So take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.